Hey guys, I am doing this on video because I wanted to make it a little more personal in telling some of the stories that I'm going to tell. So if you've read the intro, you've heard about how I was dealing with some kind of chronic GI issues and just kind of the stuff of midlife. And probably starting in my mid 30s, I had issues. I had some of my hair falling out, the outside of my eyebrows were falling out. Doctors were saying your hormones are fine, your thyroid is fine, and it was not until I had a consultation with a doctor who does anti-aging medicine who said, you know, the ups and downs that you're having of those hormone levels aren't normal either. And she treated me for my symptoms. And so what I want to talk about is really fighting and advocating for yourself with your health to make sure that doctors are really listening to your symptoms. So this summer, I kind of had like a ramp up again of insomnia issues and the hormonal sweats and all that stuff. And I'm not going to bore you guys with all of that. Some pretty significant GI distress. We went on vacation, we came back, and I was very, very sick when we came back from vacation. And eventually got into the doctor, who finally was alarmed because I'd lost a significant amount of weight very quickly. And we started finally really pursuing some of the health issues going on. And the route that we took was to, we did a battery of blood work and everything else. And she sent me to rheumatology. And I know this isn't the answer for everybody, and I'm not suggesting that everybody needs to go to rheumatology or anything else. But I want to tell you guys about my experience with this particular doctor because I want the message to be about really advocating for yourself. So in speaking to the physician, I walked through all the symptoms. I was upset. I was just really, really tired of feeling badly, which I have for a long time. And it was starting to catch up with me and create a lot of anxiety in me as well, because I haven't been told what was wrong. And he told me that every physician that you talk to, you should look them in the eye and say, do you believe me? Do you believe me that my pain is real? Do you believe me that my symptoms are real? His concern is that most doctors out there immediately start diagnosing the second you start giving them one particular symptom. So I'm going to tell you guys, I'm doing great. I have a very regimented schedule. I will be talking about some of that later on. But I found out today that a friend had a relapse of cancer, and it just reminded me to kind of send the message that we have to advocate for ourselves, and we have to notice when things don't feel right. A story, different friend. My first job out of college, I had a boss who was maybe 35 years old and very vibrant, very wonderful, big personality, hearty appetite. And I say this because she loved to eat steak and she loved to eat all kinds of red meat. And she went to the doctor about 7 different times, and she said, I've lost weight, but my stomach is bigger. I can't eat red meat anymore, and I love steak more than anything. I have pain in my abdomen. And she looked at her doctor and she said, cancer scares me. And he looked at her and said, you know, we all get older, we all get aches and pains. 6 weeks later, she went in for surgery with another physician, and she was full of cancer, and she died about 6 months later. That's a terrible story. It's a really terrible story, and not everybody is like that. But it doesn't just need to be cancer. Anything that we are going through, we need to advocate. We need to advocate for ourselves. We need to advocate for our kids, for our loved ones. If you, ladies and gentlemen, feel like something is wrong, make sure you look at your doctor if they are not taking you seriously and say, do you believe me? And if they hesitate and the answer is no, keep looking. Go to integrative medicine, go to a holistic doctor. I can't give you medical advice. I know what I have learned in the past few weeks. And what I've learned is a lot of women my age just don't take care of themselves, and it creates immune issues. And I'm on a very strict sleep schedule, a very specific diet right now, and exercise, and even being prescribed some me time and that self-care piece. And that's all very, very important. So I guess my message today is simply, please make sure you're taking care of yourselves. Do what you need to do. I share my story here only to beg you guys to please go see a doctor if you feel like something is wrong, and believe that your health needs to come first, and care for yourself in whatever way that means. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks.